Alright, I am back up and going. So, that is beautiful. So, we are back up and kicking on both sides of the ends of here. Awesome. That is fine, Chris. You are absolutely welcome to keep yours up. No problem. No harm, no foul, just in case if mine tends to have that luck of the draw again, you know? So, that is fine with me. I'm fine at all.
Yeah, not necessarily it was because of that, but SDK it can be a little buggy, but man, it's freaking awesome when it works great. But sometimes it's yeah.
But well, we're back. I don't know if you can see all that. We do have a lot of damaged cars out here. Hopefully Saturday goes a little bit smoother than these loose vehicles here. I do see Brandon does have a lot of left side carnage there on his mobile there. And we are sorry to the fans who are watching on YouTube. You've had a malfunction early on. Now everything looks like it is running a lot smoother. So thanks to that. So that's perfect. Anyway, Will, who's the leader? Is it Deutscher or Sanchez?
Sanchez still the leader at this moment in time.
Okay. Lights are off. I don't know if the lights did come on the track here. So.
I think we're going to be getting the green with 10 to go.
Yeah, I think the lights had been on for a little bit before the sun started to set, but yeah, kind of like Chris said, 10 laps to go at the line when we do get back racing green. Might see a couple more cautions here, just have to wait and see. I'll lip sing C. Anywho, so Krispy Kreme, once he got up here with that track position during one of those cautions, he has been able to stay up here, that 10 car. So keep an eye out for him. We got another stack up on the restart, it looks like, as the front row is off. Good timely restart by Deutscher. Is Deutscher going to be able to wrap around that outside again in 1 and 2? He's really hanging it out there.
I do believe he did get it clear, and now they go in the back again.
Man.
3 wide.
3 wide for second place. Brandon Moore goes around the outside as Krispy Kreme was kind of stuck in the middle. Caution might be out.
Yes, sir, it is. Robert Amaro got a little slippage there.
Well, I would not be surprised if there was some checking up going on, or maybe he just got loose out of the corner and maybe got helped around here the rest of the way. No, all on his own. Quite unfortunate for Robert.
Very bipolar.
Oh yes, Phoenix is quite a character of a track, that's for sure. It looks like Robert had just taken his fast repair. He used his quick fix on the last incident he was involved in. That car was put through the ringer this evening, unfortunately. Just Robert missed timing a few different wrecks, just being a part of almost just about a lot of the carnage this evening, as unfortunately some of his competitors were as well. But yes, Deutscher was able to have the momentum off of turns 1 and 2, have a good run, and take the lead away before that incident occurred. And I'm very surprised that Sanchez was able to get back around more, as Brandon Moore really hung it out kind of like a server, really hang tough or hang 10 man on the outside of that 3 wide situation. Once, I guess, they knew they were 3 wide, Cole in the 10 car really backed it out of the oven.
But we take a look through the field, and these cars, like you said, there's so many beat up, damaged cars.
Yeah, some look like they could enter a Whelen modified race. Others, like I said earlier, look like they could have been ran at Bristol, Martinsville. Just pick a track, any track. It looks like it could have been ran there. Top 10 is a list of characters. You have Deutscher in the lead, Sanchez, Moore, Cole, Bridgman, Colemansberger, Delgado, Newton, Campbell, and Lomax. Newton really worked his way back up through the field after that incident with Sanchez, so hoping to get a bit better result at the end of the race. As we come to the restart here, some cars just out of position.
The problem, they're not getting good, smooth restarts.
Yeah, especially these cars. Very,
Multiple heat
There you go,
cycles now.
already stacked up.
Yep.
3 wide, above the yellow line. And there we go. Another parking lot.
yeah.
Oh man, they didn't even make it all the way fully into turn number 2. Not sure if the wreck might have been caused by somebody making it 3 wide, but
Yeah, looks like that 56 just came up too high.
I tell you, this is a good race to get some practice in for wreck avoidance.
Good enough.
At David Barry. Like I said, not sure if that was caused. I think the 11 might have checked up when they got 3 wide there, the 82. I think it might have been the 82. Somebody made it 3 wide there on that restart, and then a checkup occurred.
Seven cautions. We're gonna end up with that green, white, and checkered. And, you said it's unlimited attempts, right?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
in
it's gonna be
total,
a long night.
Ryan,
I thought it
right?
was 15.
Yes,
Oh
but
boy. Let's not do that.
right, I agree. I also think there shouldn't be green, white, checkers anyway, but hey, gotta finish under grade, yeah.
I like that, but I don't think there should be unlimited attempts. I think like 2 or 3, and if you can't get it together by then like, alright, let's be done.
Yep, put them all in the haulers. Get it out of the place.
Take the shameful caution finish.
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, there's been a couple of officials that I've been in here that went very rough. Me and Josh been quite a few of them. We've both been in one together. Like, we've only had maybe 8 or 9 laps on a green and official. Otherwise, the whole race was let's pace for all the way to the end of the 140 laps.
High pacing.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Unfortunately, these boys did get a little green flag runs in here and there, but that's what I mean. Their aggression level is just, it's all over. It's up, down, whenever you want to do it, getting used to the newbies coming in, and
a lot of them were just too excited too soon.
I
Never got
agree
to
with
settle
you.
into the run.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Well, that top 10 of what I just said on the previous caution is now completely different for the most part.
Yes, it is.
So,
Look at that. Brandon Moore and Jaden Sanchez and Zach Deutscher. Philip Bridgman, Cole. So you got your two Canadians, Will, 4th and 5th. So.
Race kind of becoming, has in a way become a race of attrition in a sense of, all right, how many cautions have I been involved in, or just how much can my car take before it just finally says I'm done. So coming to the restart here on this first attempt of a green light checkered, 11th caution of the evening. Hopefully it's the final caution, but beggars can't be choosers. As Jacob Sanchez, Jaden Sanchez is going to restart in that third position. Let's see what he can do here on jump. Brandon Moore really out, just outside lane, not going whatsoever. But Deutsche got the breakaway from Sanchez. If they can come back and get the white flag, we wouldn't see another caution, but we still have to make it through turns 1 and 2 first. So, man, Delgado hard into the wall.
So close.
There it is.
Oh, man.
Darn.
Deutsche came so close.
Yeah, Deutsche was just a couple of 100 feet, if that, away from the start-finish line.
That looked like Newton, Newton hit the wall. Quarter couldn't slow up in time, and then that caused that. But Deutsche was, I would say, maybe about, not even a couple of hundreds, yes, it was like right there. So, well, to line them up and re-rack them again.
Bordeaux really had a good run on the outside lane, and just unfortunately, as he was making his way through the corner, he was arching down ever so slightly into the middle lane, I guess you could call it. And who was that was with him in that crash? Or that ended up turning him?
That was...
Or 23.
I think that was a 36. I think that was a Burger.
Yeah,
They're probably look similar, and they both have noses.
Berger just unfortunately just happened to be gradually, slowly moving up towards where there was kind of arcing down out of the corner, outward of the corner.
Well, as you saw, Brandon Moore started second, now fourth, so lost 2 spots. So you did see him get swallowed up there on that restart. Question is, how much further is he going to fall on this next? On this next restart?
Well, Brandon for sure just didn't get. Probably just spun the tires there. We've seen some drivers on the outside lane have good, brilliant restarts, and then some just seem like they're just maybe spinning their tires or just sleeping on the restarts on, for the most part, on that outside lane. There's, like I said, only been a few drivers tonight really been able to conquer it. All about the timing, and if you can get back into the throttle. The restart zone really is exiting a corner, and anytime you exit a corner, normally in a restart zone, you're going to have heaps and loads of wheel spins, so, and you never really want that trying to get back going up through the gears.
Oh yeah. So this is what? GWC number...
2.
2.
Yes, if I was a league owner, nobody would like me. My opinions and my rules would be terrible for some people, so... But that's just me.
Josh has been talking to me. He said he's He goes, frig these unlimited green white checkers. We gotta shrink them down. I didn't want to say what he really said because that wouldn't be appropriate for,
Yes, I'm all in favor of not
so
having
probably
them at all.
next week you'll probably
Right.
have 2 or 3 green white checkers. So
Deutscher
Try it
leading them
again.
indeed through the restart zone. Gets another good wholesome jump. That's exactly what you want.
this time, boys, can they make it to the line? We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we still have a half a track to go. Everybody looks to be in order, though, for the most part.
And Zach crossing the line now. There's the white flag, boys. Now they can have at it.
Yes, race is official at this point. Barreling back through turns 1 and 2 for the final time. Bridgman getting a look on the inside of Sanchez, but nowhere to go as there is carnage coming down the back straightaway as Zach Deutscher coming through. He will take the win here this evening.
Broke tire there.
Cole in the 10. Krispy Kreme car looks to be in second place. Sanchez third. Bridgman fourth. Brandon Moore walks away from a rough day here at Phoenix with a top 5. Delgado, Barry, Brian, Josh Small, Robert Amaro with a top 10. Robert Amaro, after being a lap
And
down
Josh.
early on in this race, getting his lap back, being involved in basically 75% of the crashes, mainly, there was a couple not of his own doing, but for the most part, stuck it out and walked away with a stand-up top 10 as well. Like you said, Josh Small, David Barry, even though Barry might have accidentally caused a couple of wrecks this evening. But, hey, that's short track racing, I suppose. As Zach Deutscher does his victory celebration. These are the official results. Also, thank you, Chris, again for coming in clutch when Brian's computer decided it wanted to do an update of some kind.
Well, we don't have Walker close, so we'll talk to Zach, Jaden, and Phillip. So, I guess we'll go ahead and talk to Phil. I don't think Walker's in here, so we'll go ahead and talk with Phil. Philip Bridgman.
Hey.
Unfortunately,
Hey, Phillip.
we ain't got Walker Cole here, so you're going to substitute his place. So you would slide into that. You're going to be the third spot. So anyway, well, go ahead. You take it away for old Phil.
Well, Philip, you seem to have a pretty good pace this evening. You got involved in an incident just about, I would say, just after halfway. It might have been before halfway. It was during one of the parking lots, I think, that we had this evening. You accidentally T-boned somebody. I think that's when you used your quick fix, and then after that, I would like to assume you were just casually just trying to stay out of it all. And then towards the end, we just started seeing the cautions breed cautions thing, and you come away with the top 5, respectable 4th place finish of the evening. Phoenix can normally be a tough track for you, but tell us how you did it, Phil.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely amazing to be able to pull off in 4th, and especially after the crashes earlier on in the race. I was doing my best just to stay out of it all, like you were just saying. It was mainly just, it was a lot of cruising. There was a lot of fast people though. Like wasn't even expecting to make it back up to the front with how fast it was going. Like I was struggling just to get by anyone, but it was astonishing just to make it back up there, and it was just to be able to maintain it. I was satisfied.
Well, satisfied with the result, like you said. I would sure as well be satisfied if I was in your shoes to have that kind of topsy-turvy night and then come away with the top five. Incredible night for you. Um, give us kind of your thoughts about the racing when we did have the green flag action, and also just overall the carnage here this evening, Phil.
Yeah, I thought it was a great race. Like the first, like I don't even know, like 70 laps of the race, and then it just started becoming a bit of a caution fest. Like I don't know what all happened or what was happening. Um, a lot of them I didn't even really get to see.
Well, hopefully you can go back and look and see how all the mistakes were being made. Mainly just, for the most part, I would say 50% of them, maybe 60% was just really close, hard racing, and then others were just racing incidences that was just things that could have been avoided, but that's why I guess it's called a racing incident, Phil. So next week, move on to Super Speedway of Atlanta. That's basically a plate track or that type of package deal. So, what's kind of the thoughts going into Atlanta next week, Phil, for the Xfinity
That's
Series?
going to be a blast. Like all around a blast. I honestly can't wait for that. It's just going to be trying to stay out of it again, but it's going to be great to just race it again.
Well, Chris or Brian, you have any questions for Phil this evening?
I'll let Chris go first if he does. Probably not. It's alright.
Chris could have stepped away there.
Philip, Saturday we come back here. Hopefully it goes a little bit more smoother. Hopefully less carnage. And if you have a graphics update, you better do it tonight. Because that's what mine did halfway through.
I actually did it right before the race.
Oh, well then, lucky for you. It would have been nice if I would have known that, but I didn't get
Yeah, Brian, he was on top of things.
Well, no, normally I get it as soon as I fire up the PC, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I didn't get no...
Thanks.
Anyway, your strategy going into Saturday, the same track, different car. What's going to be pacing through your head? You still going to qualify? You going to go up there, mess around with the drivers, wreck out early, or what?
I really hope not to wreck out early. I'd love to be able to snag a top 5 over there as well.
Well, sir, you are very consistent when it comes to pacing yourself. We've seen it, me and Will said it. You can pace yourself, you can finish right where you need to be, just like tonight. You got in the early wreck early on there with the few scuffage that happened when it was light out. You got under the lights at 10. I didn't know if there was too much of a grip difference. Only you can know that. You know a lot more about these cars. I have yet to get in them and drive around in them, but I don't know how the tire model handles for you on this side of the things. So,
Felt a bit slipperier in the daytime.
yeah. Okay, so a little bit nighttime. You think is better, more grip?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you. So that means Saturday I can race you hard. Thank you. Anywho, I'll hand it back over to Will.
Well, Philip, got shout outs or anything else you'd like to add before we let you go? Thanks for talking to us, by the way.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And the teammates over there, HMS, well, actually here it would be Junior Motorsports, I think, with the 7-8. But still, Jaden and Zach, Savagery. Aerokinetics, obviously, great to still be running them, and Niagara Quick Dry. And thanks to you guys for putting it on again. Always great to have it broadcasted. It's always great to go back and watch it.
Well, there's going to be two different side of things. You're going to get half of ours on the BNR. Second half will probably be over on Chris's side. So, unfortunately, we had to sacrifice some things here, and it ended up working out. So, yes, good job, Philip. Awesome job. But then I ended up kicking mine back up too, so you could probably catch the those last couple laps on our side of things too. So if I can merge them all together, I have to figure out how to do that. Then I'll do that. So then it becomes all one. But awesome job. Go celebrate your P4. Technically our P3 podium. So, and I will see you Saturday unless you're on ATS, and then yeah.
Well, so we're just going to disqualify the 10 car. Wow.
Well, no. Technically, Tim finished on podium, but he's not in the Discord. So
We're just not able to talk to him, Brian. He just doesn't get kicked off the podium.
yes,
Man,
well.
that's harsh.
All right, Phil. Best of luck.
Yeah, definitely. Appreciate it.
Yep. I'll get you back up there with your other sidekicks, Josh and Rafford, and you guys can go ahead and talk things out if you got it. So, see you Saturday, boss.
Definitely see you Saturday.
Yep. Next, we have, who is it? Jaden. That'd be Jaden.
Thought I was bad about saying goodbye.
Yes. Hey,
You're worse.
your P3 finisher, Jaden Sanchez J, I guess, according to his thing here. So, go ahead, Will, I'll let you take it away. Oh, hi. Jaden's going to answer for us. Go ahead.
Okay, well,
Yeah, go ahead, Jaden. Just
race was
See, he knows.
very interesting. Rundown on my race. I think I don't know. There are a lot of things that happened this race. I know a lot of me, Phil, and Zach played a lot of teammate strategy. Just working with each other. To keep position. I know. Actually, I believe I'm not really exactly sure, but I believe the 10 car actually had a commitment violation. So I think he actually ended up getting penalized. So I believe Phil actually finished third, and I got second, based off what I've been hearing, but I'm not really sure. So if we all got a 1, 2, 3, that's good for our team, JGR, or sorry, J.
I was going to say
Junior
JR
Motorsport.
Motorsport. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Race was good. I led the most laps. I really thought I had it won, but Zach was able to time it on the outside, and I told him all race to use that high side. And he basically said, nah, I'm not going to use it at all. And finally used it and did it on me. And I just couldn't get back to him. I needed like 5 laps because I'm a long run car and he's a short run car. But, yeah, matched my best ever finish here at Phoenix. I finished third here 2 seasons ago. Race was good. I really needed it to go long though, instead of having those little mini cautions. Yeah, third place solid. Still second behind Philip for the points. Only 2 points behind him. So, I'm not exactly sure what race is next week. I think it might be Atlanta or Coda, one of those two. But
Atlanta.
oh, it is Atlanta. Okay, so yeah, and that's actually a good track for Zach, as we saw in the truck race. So we'll probably all be working with each other there. And yeah, it was a good race. I know I got wrecked earlier just because a guy was impatient. He couldn't pass me clean. But it's just part of being dominant, I guess, and just leading laps. I didn't cause any wrecks, so that's another positive again today. And we'll move on forward. And me, Phil, and Zach, and I think Randy will all work with each other at next week to see what kind of position we can get or finish we can get. But shout outs to you guys. You guys are always spot on in the booth. I guess shout out to Zach. Zach was really impressive on that last couple laps. I just couldn't do anything. I got jumbled up and there's nothing I could do. I needed laps to get him, and yeah, it just didn't happen. But yeah, so that's just how it is.
Well, thanks for talking to us and answering all the questions we never got to ask. Also, before we let you go,
Yeah.
Brian was alluding to this with Philip, was trying to ask this question to Philip, but you guys come here on Saturday in the Cup Series, in the BNR Series. How... I know it's 2 completely different cars, but it's the same track. Do you think the track conditions might be similar, or do you think you're still going to have a handful come Saturday?
All I can really say is that if you get on that dog leg and the tires aren't warmed up, you're done. So, that's going to be something that a lot of people are going to have to realize, especially if you don't have a fast repair. And the second you get on the apron, if you don't hit it right, you're going around and into the wall. So that's good. It's probably going to cause a lot of wrecks and people out of the race next week. So it's all really about how you just get it. It's all about your brake cindlers. About how set them up. You want something to get in the corner, but also something that's going to be stable when you get on the gas. Because if you don't have those two things, you might as well just not even try. So yeah, we'll work on it though. I know I'm pretty good at Phoenix actually in Cup 2. So yeah, I expect Brandon and Zach and a lot of these fast guys up there with me. And yeah, we'll see what we can all do. So
Well, Jaden, congratulations on the good run this evening. Almost was able to hold off Zach on a couple of those restarts, but he got by you that one time. That's pretty much all it came down to, was just the restarts and the momentum. But congratulations again, and hopefully more to come from you later on in the season.
thanks, man. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
We do. Next but not least, Zach, go ahead and do your rundown. Well,
Hello, Zach. Got a copy?
I got a copy.
Interesting. So, yes, kind of a good battle throughout the evening with you and Jaden on the restarts, and just also just throughout the pace. And sometimes you guys were all throughout the field, as far as a couple of pit stops you guys were making under the cautions and kind of being offset, being put through the pack a little bit, having to work your way through on occasions. But coming away with the victory this evening, Zach, this is going to give you even more momentum than what you had previously been having these past couple of weeks, I'd have to say. But just tell us about the race from your perspective, and also give us your thoughts as well about the racing and also the cautions that kind of we were having.
Oh, the race was good for the most part. I knew Jaden was fast, so it was either me right in front of him or me or him, vice versa. But he was faster in the long run. I was getting a little tight. But for the cautions at the end, I personally feel like it could have been easily avoidable. But people just want to push so hard for some reason when they know they can't handle it, apparently. But that's all I got to say about that. But for the most part, the race was really good for me. The car was on rails most of the night.
I would like your perspective, or your insight. You were in third place, basically setting pretty. When the contact came between, I believe it was Newton and Sanchez, he was up there keeping pace with basically Q3 had pulled away basically 5.5 seconds, I believe, at one point before that contact was made between the two. What was your take on it? Zach?
Oh, sorry about that. You went quiet there. Say it again, buddy.
What was your take or your point of view on the contact between, I believe it was Newton and Sanchez? Newton had strong pace with you and Jaden. You three had pulled away to about a 5.5 second lead before that contact happened. So, what was your take on it?
I think it was just hard racing. They both wanted to keep the lead in there and wanted it bad. I don't think it was really anybody's fault. That's just racing at Phoenix.
Indeed. So, asked this question to a couple of previous drivers before, but do you think Saturday's race in the Cup cars at Phoenix is going to play out similar, maybe to this race here this evening?
I mean, with cautions, possibly, but with my talent level, I doubt I'm going to be in the lead. I Cup cars and this track just never gone well with me together. I can't figure them out.
gotta cruise, brother. Gotta ride. Don't charge.
Because the shifting is all to do with. I hate the shifting. That just screws you up.
No, it does. It does.
Oh.
You're absolutely right. It does. Shitting's, yeah.
Next week, the BNR Xfinity Series goes to Atlanta. The mile and a half converted into a super speedway. So we saw you come away with the win in the BNR Craftsman Truck Series just a couple of weeks ago. So what would be the strategy or mentality, going into Atlanta, Zach, in the Xfinity Series?
Kind of knowing how it is, I want to stay up front. I don't really trust the middle or back. I feel like I have a better chance riding in front, so you're going to probably see me within the top 10 most of the night.
Yeah, that's the smartest strategy, I would assume. I know Will cut out. Oh, well, there he is. You're back, Will? There you go. Go ahead and finish. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, yes, Zach, good insider strategy going into Atlanta. I would have to agree with you there. Do you have any shout-outs or maybe anything else you'd like to add about tonight's race, Zach?
Overall, it was a decent race. I just wish we could have kept it green at the end more. But other than that, shout out to you guys. As always, love watching the broadcast when I'm racing or after the race. Shout out to my friends and supporters on my Xbox party. Philip's girlfriend Leah, Tommy, and also Jay and part of the race. They're all there to support each other. I think we had a really good night tonight.
Well, there you go. You have it. Which the win locked you into the playoffs now, so if you feel like it, you can just ride to the
We're
end.
just riding. That's what I'm doing.
Just ride to the
We're
end.
in now. We might try a couple of things a couple times, but we're just going to cruise most likely.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least the trucks and Xfinity side of things, just steady pace cruise, just like I told Philip. Just ride. You'll finish in the top 5, top 10. As long as you ride, and I know you do. You're a hard charger when you need to be, and sometimes silly things just unfortunately
happen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's racing.
It's tough, especially on, and we know not too many people are used to the Saturday cars, which are next gen size, and same thing with Xfinity. They like trucks a lot better, so they can finesse a little bit more with the trucks than they can when Xfinity and Cup. So that's what I mean. That's why I like to do at least an hour and 25-minute practice, because I'm sure if I would have done it tonight, all this could have been avoided. But
yeah, I agree. We should bump the practice times up a little bit.
Start doing an hour and 25 minutes.
At least an hour, minimum an hour.
Yeah, so we'll have to keep that in mind, and hopefully it gets better from there. I mean, the fields, the size of the field's been great, so that's perfect on that part. But anyway, awesome job on the win. Go celebrate. Go.
American Truck Simulator, here I come.
I was just about to say that's what I'm about to do, and start logging more and get these guys in gear and hang out on there and do things. So, well, awesome job on the win. Lock yourself in, and see you Saturday.
Heck yeah. Thank you, boys.
Yes, sir. Anyway, Will, you can close out.
Well, yes, indeed. Myself, Chris, from 1-5 Studios, thank him as well for coming out and joining us. Brian Hunt, director, producer, all the caps that Brian wears there, league owner, etc. Also, to the fans, spectators that come out and watch us, listen to us, put up with us, thank you for enduring the technical difficulties of which we were suffering through at that moment in time. We apologize, and we will try to do better. But we want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and spending your evening with us. We should be back again tomorrow night for the SRU Truck Series. Then Sunday, just starts a whole new week, etc. Anyway, just hopefully everyone will have a wonderful and fantastic good night. And